Good morning, you guys. Welcome to Coffee with Marlis. This is the last one for this week, and Coffee with Marlis is where we talk all about navigating working motherhood with ease. And today, I want to talk about the golden rule if you struggle with work-life balance, because if you do struggle with work-life balance, then you're probably not applying this. Golden rule. Now, let me be very clear. I really do not like the term work-life balance. I really struggle with that term because for me, it kind of implies there's work on the one side and there's life on the other side, and those two things are like mutually exclusive and don't go with each other. And that's just, in my opinion, not really how life works. I also think it implies work is this really bad thing, and it's like, the pain in your life, and the rest is only what's good about life. And that's just if you're like in that camp and if you're in that mindset, then it's going to be super tough. Now, besides the terminology that's there, and I'm going to use it because then people know what I'm talking about. I mean, I do strongly believe that all of us need to achieve and have strong balance to really stay sane in working motherhood. And so what I see very often is this misconception of how you actually get to work-life balance. So a lot of women think if I, have more flexibility in my job, if I actually cut back at work, and if I go part-time, if I go to the gym twice a week, I will be feeling more balanced. But that's typically not the case. And the reason for that is because work-life balance is not an external shift that needs to happen for you. Work-life balance is actually something that needs to happen internally. It's very similar to losing weight, or it's very similar to any goal that you want to achieve. We typically tend to think if this thing outside us actually changes and we expect external factors to change for us and make our lives better, you're setting yourself up for failure. It just doesn't work like that, because if your internal world does not match the external shifts, you're never going to get there, right? And so if you struggle with work-life balance today, you probably don't really have very healthy boundaries, which means you say yes way too often. You're not really clear on what are the things that really matter to you and what you really want and how you're actually going to go and communicate them. So the golden rule, the really number one golden rule to achieve balance and feel more balanced in your life is to live with healthy boundaries and setting yourself very healthy boundaries. And so you might think, well, yeah, I know I should be doing that. And I know that you should be doing that, but we're not doing it, right? And again, the reason you struggle setting boundaries is because there's a lot of internal conflict going on right now, because setting boundaries actually means you have to have a lot of self-awareness about yourself. It means you have to know yourself really well. You have to know exactly what you want, and you have to have the courage to communicate that without fearing for any outcome, right? It means that you have to be comfortable with what you think is letting people down, which most of the time it's not even that. Honestly, if you're someone who can communicate their boundaries very clearly, if anything, it will bring you a lot of respect, and also a lot of self-respect. And the reason we don't do it and we have such a hard time communicating boundaries is also because it means we have to, in the first place, also stay true to ourselves. And if we set ourselves up a boundary and then we don't manage to get there, it actually means we're letting ourselves down. And a lot of the times that means about ourselves that, you failed again, you set yourself, you try to apply a new rule and you didn't stick to it. And so there's a lot of internal conflicts, guys, why you actually are not getting to work-life balance today, and why you're not able to set those healthy boundaries. And so because I really know how tough it is to get to healthy boundaries, good morning, here's what I'm gonna do. I had this crazy idea yesterday, super spontaneous, and what I'm gonna do is on Sunday at 1 p.m. German time, I'm gonna offer a power through balance session, and it's gonna be a 1 hour intensive session where I'm gonna coach you through how to set a boundary for next week so you can go and implement that right away. So we're going to go and set up your boundary. I'm going to help you work through those self-doubts, help you work through what is holding you back, that whatever you're afraid of, that you think you won't be able to stick to your boundaries. Good morning, Andres. Good morning, Sibylle. Hi. So you can actually go and implement that right away. And I'm going to be there on your side for an entire week to help you really stick to those boundaries and help you implement it, and, help you get you back on track when you feel derailed. So tune in with me on Sunday. This is a one-time opportunity. I'm going to share with you the link. If you struggle to set boundaries to get to more work-life balance, that this is your chance. And the reason it's called Power Through Balance is because we're really gonna just do it and nail it from the ladle it up front. All right, I'll share with you the link, guys, and I wish you a marvelous weekend. I will be back with Coffee with Marlies on Monday. Bye.